Hi, it's Beth Morgan. I'm making a video about the iPads. Since I can't be at the professional development and I'll take any excuse I can get to make a video to put on my YouTube channel, I thought I would make a little video about my opinions and thoughts about the iPad. So first, let me show you my iPad and the awesome disco ball. It doesn't look as awesome on the webcam. Well, you can kind of see it there. It's alright, but um, that's a cool app that I like. It's can be kind of fun. Um, anyway, so let me have a little. These videos are kind of boring when I do it on my webcam, so I have a couple of music selections to make it a little less boring. But here's one of them. All right. Everybody, let's get into it. Get started, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started. I'm not going to do any dancing though. I'm sure Todd Shoemaker will stand up and do some moves for you if you want. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. So the reason why I picked that song was just to give you what my original or my initial thoughts were about the iPads. I was, pretty excited to get a new opportunity. I like doing new things. And trying new things when it comes to teaching. I was a little nervous about how I would integrate the iPad into what I was already doing because I, don't do things unless I like them. So I was just concerned about how I would fit the iPads into what I already do, but it's turned out to be okay. So my next song is going to be um, related to what I've done and what I've liked about the iPads. So let me just get it going here. This isn't perfect because I have to get the right spot on my iTunes, but so what I've liked about the iPads is that obviously it's fun to do something new. In terms of like how I integrate them into what I was doing, what I've done is I have changed some of my classwork and homework assignments and activities into iPad activities. So I really like doing that because I can still do an assignment or activity that I like, but I can do it in a new way. So that's I've done that several times, and that's been cool. And I've also I made up at least one of the activities the kids did on the iPads was new. I've done all of my activities in partners or groups. Well, one group and probably 3 or 4 partners, and the reason for that is a lot of all of the assignments that I've done with the iPad, I've had the kids present them to the rest of the class. So I do really like the iPad for presentations, for student presentations, and it can be really interesting. Like you can give the kids like the same general assignment and similar topics, and it's really interesting how they all represent their ideas in such a variety of ways. So all of my activities so far have been with presentations, mainly because I didn't want extra work to grade because I feel like I have a lot that I'm already grading. And I'm sure Todd can talk a little bit about how it's complicated. It can be complicated to grade things that the kids have done on the iPads. But anyway, so I've done the partners or groups, and one of the reasons for that is that it gives me fewer presentations, and the other reason is I just haven't been that brave to give every 8th grader their own iPad, and I haven't really had the energy to monitor that, and so that's a little wimpy on my part, but that's just what I've done so far. And I think that's it so far. At least I wrote some notes down, so that's what I've liked the most about the iPads. And the kids obviously get excited when you are using the iPads, and it's fun to have that type of technology in the classroom, I think. All right, then the last little segment of this video is going to be about the challenges that I think the iPads have brought, just so you know what those are like. And let me get the song ready for that. All right, here we go. Okay, so some of the challenges that I found is that, well, obviously the first time you're doing something new, there's going to be challenges because you're just trying to figure it out and make sure it works, especially when you're dealing with a classroom of kids. That's a different, whole nother set of challenges because, I can experiment with an app, but until I have a classroom of kids using that app, it may turn out differently than I realized or than I anticipated. So the biggest frustration I have with the iPads is that no matter what activity you're doing with them, it always seems to take so much longer than it would if I did it my old way. So you just kind of have to acknowledge that and, sign up for an extra day longer than you think it's going to take, and have some flexibility with the other teachers. I think Todd, Lily, and I have done that pretty well in terms of being flexible with using the iPads. The other thing is you have to figure out the apps and kind of teach yourself the app a little bit, and then think of how you're going to incorporate it in the classroom and how it might work. And then sometimes the apps have their issues. They're not perfect. So this one app, Show Me, that you'll be seeing is not perfect. Like once you record something, it's done. You can't go back and edit it. So when something takes more than one day to do on that app, it's not ideal. So I found that out the hard way. I've had some issues where like iPads didn't connect to the projector and wouldn't, for some reason, like an iPad just wouldn't, when you plugged it in to the cords that we used to have to use before Apple TV, like it just didn't show up on the projector. So that happened a couple of times. So one time a video wouldn't play in an app I was using. So it's, it's what's going to happen with technology. It's not going to be perfect, and so it just can be hard to have to deal with that when you're dealing with kids and all this stuff. But it's it's not a big deal in the end. The other thing I forgot to say that I really like about the iPads is that you can incorporate like the students into some of the projects depending on what you have them do. Like you can have them make videos or have them take pictures of themselves and incorporate it into whatever work you're doing, and I really like it when they do that. I think it makes it a lot more interesting. So this video's gone on long enough. I know Todd and Lily want to say things to you, but I just thought I would record this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't too boring, and enjoy the iPads. Bye!